Hello everyone, welcome to EduCare 247. This is the first lecture of Indian Economy series and this topic is mentioned in UPSC EPFO 2020 syllabus. EduCare 247 has started lecture series on all the topics mentioned in UPSC EPFO 2020 syllabus. You can subscribe to our channel for further updates. In our first lecture of Indian economy, we are discussing basics of budget, and this topic is important for understanding of upcoming budget. So listen carefully and try to build your concept. EduCare 247 has launched course for UPSC EPFO 2020. It is a comprehensive course. Under this course, you will get the notes, videos, MCQs on all the topics which is mentioned in the syllabus. The course fees is very reasonable, 2999. You can visit our website educare247.com or you can call on this number and subscribe to the courses. This course will be very useful for UPSC EPFO 2020 preparation. Let us understand what is budget. It is an estimate of income and expenditure for a future period of time. Generally, it is used for a government, but budget can be used for a firm, company, corporation or a household. The word budget has been derived from the mid 18th century British parliamentary exercise. That time, leather bag have been used to brought out the financial statement and presented in the parliament, and French word for leather bag is budget, and from that word the budget has been derived. Nowadays the budget has been used for all the economies around the world, so it is very common term for annual financial statement of a country. Let us understand the budget of Government of India. Estimated receipts and expenditure of Government of India in respect of each financial year, that is 1st April to 31st March, is called the budget of Government of India. And why Government of India needs a budget? Because Article 265 says that no tax shall be levied or collected except by authority of law. So for collecting any taxes, we need the authority of law. And Article 266 says that no expenditure can be incurred except with the authorization of the legislature. So for spending any money, government needs the legislature permission, parliament permission, and government takes the approval of the parliament for the taxes and receipts through the financial bill. So financial bill is for collecting taxes, and for approval of expenditure through the appropriation bill. So for spending, government takes permission of the legislature through appropriation bill. So these two bill is very important, financial bill and appropriation bill. And Article 1112 says that President has to present annual financial statement, that is budget, in front of parliament for every financial year from 1st April to 31st March. So this is also very important. That's why Government of India needs a budget. And annual financial statement contain budget estimated for the next year and budget and revised estimate for the current year and the actual figure for preceding years. Like on 1st February 2020, the next year budget will be proposed and the revised estimate for this year will be proposed and the actual figure of the last year will be presented. So this is the budget document, and this is very important concept. You can remember all the important facts. Let us discuss the type of budget. Government of India present three kinds of budget. The first is full budget. It contains the government's estimate for expenditure and receipts for the entire financial year. The another kind of budget is interim budget, and that is presented during the election year. The government presents expenditure and receipts only for the part of year. When the new government formed, they present the full budget. There is no constitutional provision for the interim budget, but it is unwritten convention that political parties have developed. Another kind of budget is vote on account. That is only for expenditure. When government needs money and that is not listed in the budget, the vote on account on that can be presented in the parliament, and this is third kind of budget. So this is very important concept. You can remember all the points. Let us understand the procedure of the budget. First, the budget is presented to the parliament, and from the next day, general discussion starts. After that, house is being adjourned and departmental standing committee prepare the demands for grants. Then discussion on demands for grant started, and after that, appropriation bill is passed, and after that, finance bill is passed. So this is the overall procedure for the budget. We'll discuss these procedure in the detail. The budget is presented in the parliament on the working day of February at 11 am. First, budget is presented in Lok Sabha by the finance minister. He or she gives the speech, and after that budget is presented in the Rajya Sabha. No discussion takes place on the first day, on the presentation day. After that, general discussion start, and the budget documents comprises annual financial statement, demand for grants, appropriation bill, and financial bill. So these are the budget documents, and these are very important points. After budget presentation, general discussion on budget start. General discussion on budget is held on the day subsequent to the presentation of budget by the finance minister, and this discussion is confined to the general examination of budget and policies of taxation expressed during the budget speech. General discussion on the budget happens in both the houses of the parliament, and after the general discussion is over, the houses are adjourned for the fixed number of days. So this is the second step of the budget procedure. On the last day of demand for grants, the speaker puts all the demands to the vote of the house, and this is known as guillotine. It concludes the discussion on demand for grants. In Rajya Sabha, there is only a general discussion on the budget. It does not vote on demand for grants. Rajya Sabha does not have any voting rights on demand for grants. After the voting on demand for grants is over, government introduces the appropriation bill as per Article 114 of the Constitution. We have already discussed appropriation bill give authority to the government to incur expenditure and meet grants from the out of consolidated fund of India. So basically it permit governments to take money from consolidated fund of India for different projects. The last stage of budget is finance bill. It is mentioned in Article 1110. Basically, with the help of finance bill, government seeks permission for new taxation proposal. It is introduced in the Lok Sabha immediately after the presentation of general budget on the same day, but it is taken up for the consideration and passing after the appropriation bill is passed. The parliament has to pass the finance bill within 75 days of its introduction. So this is also very important. You must remember this point. Finance bill and appropriation bill are money bills. That is also important. In money bill, Rajya Sabha has no say. They can suggest the changes and recommend the changes, but they don't have any voting rights on that money bill. So this concept is also very important. Hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, like, share and comment. Thank you and happy learning. And don't forget to subscribe to EduCare 247.